and welcome to the Salty Boys Podcast.
Captain, because he doesn't sound like
this
one.
This one's for Francis Buffon.
This one's for Scotland. And you don't give me that flask right now, I swear I'll take you out. I'll take your knees out.
Hey, what you doing picking me through?
What are you talking about?
Damn mushrooms, I threw them from my butt.
The Salty Boys Podcast.
Yeah, what are the, I mean, you guys are 8th level. I'm not really concerned about, like, actual rations and shit. But, like, what kinds of foods are you bringing on the voyage?
Rum ham.
Just rum ham.
I mean, Seamus is the cook. He doesn't know how to make anything else.
The finest rum ham that he's ever made. Yeah, so he brings, like, whole barrels that, first, you take your whole hams, and you dump it into a barrel, and then you just pour all the rum you can find onto it.
Oh my god, is this that, like, what is it, Norwegian, like, that shark shit that they make? Oh my god!
Is it
Lutefisk?
is it surströmming? Is that shark? Or is that something different?
No, that's fermented, like fish or something like that.
Yes, that's what we're all talking about. Same thing, it's a fermented shark.
Yeah, they have a fermented
is that what
shark.
it is?
Yeah.
Taste of home. How to make rum ham. Should make some and bring it in one day.
When you want a ham that'll fuck you up, call Seamus' rum ham.
Come.
Yeah. Come down to Seamus's to get some rum ham.
Come on, Eggplant. Are you singing a commercial in there?
Come on down to Seamus's. 14 payments of $8.99. 14 payments of $8.99. Holy fuck, Seamus!
Seamus is making
Yeah. Oh my god. I know where the 1,000 gold.
It's got the smile.
Oh my god, that's good.
Beautiful.
Oh god.
They partnered with Dietz and Watson.
Oh my god. You know, I can think of worse things than like a rum glazed ham.
I'm gonna bring rum ham. It's not glazed.
I mean,
It's just soaked in.
if you were gonna like actually
That's
use
basically
rum,
just denatured ham at this point.
denatured, yeah.
Deconstructed ham.
Oh my god. Oh shit. You know what I need to do? I have a 5th edition supplement called
Fuck.
It's a cooking supplement to D&D. It's actually amazing. Like there's they have familiars and like pets that are they're like based on desserts and stuff. There's a crab croissant. It's just a croissant crab. There's the mochat, which is the mochi cat. Literally made of ice cream.
The crab's one spoken line is, "What's the matter, Jimmy? Could it be that you're craving my crab croissant?"
Sorry.
Jimmy Neutron? Are you craving my...
Are you craving my croissant? Croissant.
But they also have like basically an add-on system to. It's not like really adding levels, but they have like professions in terms of. And they have specializations like seasoner. Anyway, I'll show you guys the PDF later.
Seasoner. That sounds like a interesting one.
Seasoner barely knew her.
That
End of the show. Bye. I'm curious to see if Seamus has gotten any better. He has a breadth of ingredients that he can choose from. Yeah, curious if he's getting any better.
Yeah,
rum ham. Bro, he just crit. Holy shit! So he has with Big Nick's like great financial support. Seamus has become like. You hear like what we would call like stereotypical like Indian music, like as you walk in, and like the wafting of exotic spices in the air. And
yes,
Seamus is turning rum ham into art. This is beyond sustenance. The SSSSS S2.
No, it's SSSS 2.
Is filled with the sense as it begins to depart port. Is filled with it leaves behind a golden trail of spice in the air.
Are you sure that's not the wand?
Well, no,
It might also be the one.
The rum ham has to have been like where it was soaked in alcohol, and then when he fixes it, the ham is just gone, and it's gelatinous rum.
It's ham
Curry flavored rum.
Yeah, it's ham suspended in curry rum jello. Yeah. It's like every recipe in the 60s.
You got curry rum ham. You got paprika rum ham. no salt rum ham because that's too lowbrow for salt marsh.
Peppermint rum ham for Christmas. Made with schnapps.
He literally just invented all the cooking in the 60s.
In all seriousness, he does present some ham that he says is that was prepared with dragon spice, which is sourced from the capital but comes from like far away.
Captain is going to pretend not to be impressed, but it's very difficult.
He also mentions that he got something from the land of Iuz, which is a nation like across the sea. So, yeah, name drops a little bit, waiting for somebody to be impressed.
Wow.
Gunkbog starts clapping.
Gunkbog can't even pronounce half the shit you just said, Seamus. Get out of your own arse.
I don't know words.
Did a dwarf just... that's not his voice. Did a dwarf just talk shit?
I know I smelled shit, Seamus, when you walked into the door. I couldn't tell if it was you or your goddamn rumham.
Is there a gnat around here? Is something whining?
Yes, it might be that gnat. He's a little bigger than you are.
I certainly hope he's not a captain, because he doesn't sound like
this
one.
one's for Francis Buff.
This one's for Scotland!
Oh, shit.
Crit! Oh, shit!
Yeah, Seamus just beats the shit out of the captain.
With like a hearty slap across the cheek, Captain, you're disoriented for a moment before you realize that there's a life preserver like around your shoulders and arms, and you find yourself being pushed back towards the edge of the boat. He grabs a rope, wraps it up, and tosses you off, rope in hand. As the ship continues to go, you're kind of like bumped as you like come to. You're being like bumped up against the side of the boat.
How does that feel, you sorry son of a bitch?
Gunkbog clapping again.
Francis is panicking, so he just starts clapping with Gunkbog.
This one's on the menu, boys!
Mock says to
Turnabout's
nobody.
fair play, Captain.
Is that from Gunkbog?
No, I mean he
be
wasn't there
fair.
to experience it, but we made Seamus an anchor once.
It does
The
Did you
anchor.
get keelhauled?
No, we threw him into the water under the
that's right.
SSSSS.
Yeah.
And he still managed to like get a crit on his observation.
Oh yeah. Tell us
He
what
saw
you
the
see.
ship.
Yeah. He's like,
He's
well,
under the
I'm
water.
pissed, but also I did see something.
He's like drowning. He's like, you should check on the horizon.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Through rage, Seamus sees all.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
learned about this one from you!
yeah. Captain is just gonna take it. Like,
Yeah, it'll end when it ends. Sure enough, he doesn't let you be down there too long. There's shark people in the water after all. So he pulls you up. With your help, you're able to like use your feet to like walk up the the side of the boat.
Gunkbog's helping.
Yeah. He pulls you up by the jacket, takes the life preserver off, and says,
I hope you learned a valuable lesson.
Captain's gonna like put like both of his dwarven hands on top of his shoulders, was just like just shy of like proposing in dwarven language.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like it's like platonic man, like you've made it with your. And he's like, blow it out your ass, Seamus. And he's gonna make his way over to the helm.
Seamus closes his eyes. He's like, yes. This is heart to heart.
This is
in
bonding.
dwarven. Yeah.
Fart to fart.
Must be the rum ham.
Can a gunkbog fish?
Can he?
May gunkbog fish?
He may. Are you like trawling off the back of the boat?
No, I'm gonna use the line that.
He's gonna throw it out front.
No, I'm gonna use the line that they use to haul the captain in because I don't know any better.
He's just taking a rope and a life preserver and throwing it out.
I'm tying the hammer to the end of the rope and I'm fishing with the hammer as bait.
Hammer fishing. It's like spear fishing, but
Yeah,
Hammer.
but like also tied to a fishing line. And I can't lose it because it's like kind of bound to my being.
I guess this would be a survival check. It's gonna be very roll it with disadvantage because you're using a hammer.
All right, that's on the table, the floor. That is a 5.
I don't know how to tell you this, but Gongbog, it doesn't work. You don't catch anything.
Who's that talking to me?
You spend all of 3 minutes.
Eggplant boy talking to me.
Sure. Eggplant comes up to Gunkbog after 3 minutes of trying. Gunkbog's like crying. Like, Gunkbog can't do it. Can't fucking do it. Shit. No bitches. Eggplant boy's like, Gunkbog, that's not how you fish. You can't fish like that.
What?
You have to use a fishing hook and bait and a fishing line.
What's that?
Oh, Eggplant Boy like flips his. I'm just gonna make his prosthetic like cooler and cooler every session. He unclicks
He's
the
fucking
weapon.
Professor Gadget.
He is, yeah. And he like whips out like a fishing pole attachment that like telescopes out, and like runs the fishing line really quick. He goes, watch, and he is gonna attempt to show Gunkbog how to fish. Do you wanna roll an opposed check for Gunkbog's like
Perception.
Hammer fishing? Or what?
I guess like how well Gunkbog is or how receptive he is to
Learning how to fish.
Oh, was this a wisdom check?
survival.
Survival still? Yeah. 12.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Gunkbog trying. He's maybe not getting all of it, but he's getting the idea that hammer don't work so good. In like
Also, the
deep
hammer's
water.
yelling at me.
Yeah. So yeah,
Gunkbog's and look over at Eggplant Boy. By the way, Gunkbog is sitting like pretzel style on the deck fishing.
Yeah.
And he's like at the same height as Eggplant Boy. And he's like, Hammy not happy that I fished with him.
that would make sense. Look, I've got some oil if you want to apply it to your hammer later so it doesn't rust.
No, he okay. He don't rust.
Oh.
He don't like oil.
He's like, oh, okay. Oh, must be a special hammer.
Yeah. Hammy said, Gunkbog special.
Yes, he is.
Eggplant Boy like puts a hand on. I would say that too, because
And he's just
I
the
would say that
goofiest, toothiest grin in the world. And by toothiest, I mean and single tooth.
And single.
as toothy as he
Save
gets.
the tusks. He has his tusks and one other tooth.
You said toothiest, not teethiest. Yeah, so you guys are setting sail and you're trying to beat the storm, it sounds like. You're heading. Are you headed to Zendris' island, or do you want to head somewhere else first?
Where else is there to go?
The whole wide world. Anywhere you want.
Hammy wanted to smash a dragon.
Let's go find some more cats.
Let's go to Jericho Island.
Let's go to the moon island again.
Cat Smash Island.
I got the cat smash fever. How far of a detour is Captain's hometown?
Where's Captain's hometown?
So Captain is a mountain dwarf.
From
So he
Longheim.
actually hails from the mountain.
Okay.
His hometown is called Longheim.
It's a small little. It's actually a small little hamlet called Coastal Heights.
Coastal Heights.
So this is it's like a
You
mountain.
literally said
overlooking-
one time on the podcast your hometown was Longheim.
Did I really?
Yes, you said that to
I was
Copperlux.
gonna say he is.
Why do you have this?
He's the fucking.
I edited the goddamn thing. I have to listen to it 3 times. All right. Well, you heard it, folks.
The city of Longheim.
From the city of
on
Longheim.
the island of, what did you just say?
I think I said Coastal Heights.
Coastal Heights. Yeah, that works for me.
Is that a retirement community?
I sail to the island of Florida.
Where the people are old and the water is treated.
Oh yeah, I guess. You ever just forget something and then rediscover it and you're like, oh shit, did I do that on purpose? Apparently I did. I just found the note about Dreadnought.
The one that ate?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. That's backgrounds. So, okay. So you want to head to Coastal Heights on the island of Longheim?
Yes.
Cool. Let's see.
If anyone asks, he's gonna try to like silver tongue his way around it with like sailor speak, like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is the best way to weather the storm. You know what? Headed into the eye. If we go through this island, stock up here, and we head through the eye of the storm, and it's the best way to go, lads. Best way to go. Just totally bullshit.
Only the captain sees
and
them.
then you just see Francis, and he's just like nodding up and down. Very
What's on
rapidly.
the
Yes,
island?
yes, Captain.
Just gotta make some provisions here. It's an old watering hole I usually stop at.
Tortuga love.
Tortuga love. I don't have a Johnny Depp slash.
Longheim, Coastal Heights, is this primarily a dwarf civilization?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty heavily on the dwarven side.
Okay.
Once you get a little further towards the coast, it starts to open out a little bit in terms of racial stuff. But all of his family is located in the mountain.
In the mountain. Yeah, I feel like long ago in dwarven antiquity, before the oceans covered the Western Sea, it was basically like forded by the ancient like dwarven ancestors who founded the home on Longheim, and sort of people moved in around it. And then when the seas rose, they were kind of isolated, and they had to become like sales dwarfs. Or sailors, I should just
Nice.
say.
Sales doors, door to door.
Sales dwarfs.
Would you like to buy this vacuum cleaner?
Yeah.
You knock on their door and you're like, do you have any ore?
like-
It's like, can I show you these fine wares? I'm asking for ore. It's like, no, you don't want ore. You want this.
Looks like you need a new roof.
So you need.
Your hammer's really rusty. We need to get you a new one.
Something like that. I mean, that's basically the car salesman I had when I went to test drive a truck. I was like, hey, I'm interested in Chevrolets. And he's like, great, here's our Toyotas. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? It's like, thank you for wasting my whole day. I was like, the things I'm interested in are towing and fuel economy. And he's like, great, the Toyota gets 10 mpg less than the Chevy. And I'm like, that's what I want, thank you. So these are your sales dwarfs.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you for projecting onto the captain's people.
You're welcome.
That's racist.
I try to project as much as I can.
Who would like to tell you what? We'll go around. It's going to take a couple days to get to Longheim. Gunk Bog, can you roll a d20 for me?
Anything?
Just a d20.
Just
no,
and d20.
No bonuses, no minuses.
12.
Frankus,
15.
Captain.
Captain's gonna fuck this up. Y'all don't even know. Yeah, that's a 2. Can we luckstone that?
No, you're good actually.
Oh, we're good.
Two is fine.
Like I said, that's fine.
Damn. All right. Mock doesn't get a roll.
I wanna
Mark passes.
find out what
I just want to
happens
pass. AR got to willingly fail that roll. I'm going to willingly pass this one.
here. Captain, can I have a d4?
D4.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 4.
Oh, okay.
You have to fight a warship.
As you might know, you have some hired hands-on for the quadruple S2 quintuple. Did I say quadruple? Oh yeah, quintuple S.
Actually, SS. SSS.
S to the 5th 2. There is a murder among the crew.
What?
Oh my god! Don't look at me, okay? I only kill my friends.
Do we have any crow people?
As
A murder of crows.
yeah, it was a Kenku deckhand that half of the crew are saying started the fight. The Kenku was like mocking the one of the other crew, and that crew like finally snapped after the 3rd day and killed him.
Is he a mockingbird, Kinku?
Well, what do you know about Kenku?
They're bird.
They're bird people.
They practice bird law.
They do.
Mr. Gutsy once said birds aren't real to a Kenku. But that was a different
that's true.
campaign.
Yeah. So this is pretty common knowledge. Kenku don't have voices of their own, so they literally like steal voices from what they hear and repeat them. So yeah, the one half of the crew is like, that's how they talk. Like you guys are being racist, and then the other half is like, he was mocking him on purpose. Like he was justified. He was bullying him the entire trip. So what we'll need, Captain is going to need to resolve this. Captain, you need to make a charisma intimidation check.
All right.
Who is the first mate? Is that Mock?
Yeah, it's Mock.
You also make a charisma intimidation check, and then the cook also makes an intelligence brewer supplies check.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
my gosh.
And he crit again.
Jesus.
Seamus is on fire tonight.
Yeah,
Damn.
no kidding.
I got a
Alright.
16.
Nice.
Captain only got a 10 for
Okay. I mean, actually, even between the two of you, you would have succeeded, and in addition, Seamus adding 27 to the check.
Oh my
Fuel to the
god.
Could have
fire.
done it on his own, apparently. So, D4. The crew quality score increases by 1 for 2 days, and the hazard ends. So what could have happened if it was bad rolls all around? Total failure is the crew's quality score decreases by 1, and the crew immediately mutinies.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Well, and
Damn.
and great timing too, because you have made it to Longheim. You begin to pull the ship into dock, and you're met by the port authority at the what's this way? At the port town of Styes. Styes. Yeah,
No jokes. Nobody.
Styus.
Styes.
I mean, Gunkbog's not smart enough to make one.
Yes.
Styes. Eye styes. Styes.
Kind of sniffs.
Medical conditions.
Kind of inhales deeply into his nostrils. I feel like it smells like just cow shit, just like being on Yorkshire. It's like,
Yeah, it's the comment about the Styes is that it is being reclaimed by the sea, basically. That it's on a on the leeward side of the island, so it doesn't have much wind, and so all like the fishy smell and like the sea air is just kind of like stagnant on this side of the island. It has here's a little picture for you guys.
aw.
It's got like big old boat.
This place is a dump. What are we doing here? Do we really want provisions from it?
Aye, you'll not find a better haddock here than anywhere else, lad.
Gunkbog say,
We have rum ham.
Gunkbog's gonna pipe in and say, Gunkbog not like this place. Too stinky.
Even for Gunkbog, that's
Too stinky for Gunkbog.
Aye, that means this is a lot coming from you, lad.
Yeah.
So Captain's gonna be. Have we made port successfully? We managed to like tie it in. All right, so Captain's gonna like hop off the deck and kind of hail the first person he comes across.
that first person will be. Oh, interesting. You find a. You see about a dozen children chasing an elderly man.
Oh,
Yeah.
do I recognize? I probably don't recognize the kiddos, but do I recognize the old guy?
I'm gonna say yes.
Make a roll for it.
You know his name. I don't know how you know him, but he is a priest. Actually, I feel like it makes more sense for Mock to recognize this guy. He's a male human priest named Master Refrum. Refrum. Refrumham.
So has Mock been to the Captain's Island before?
I mean, maybe you recognize the name.
Well, I mean, if he's a priest of Prokin, he could just have been sent on a mission.
Yeah, let me see.
It's not like I know every priest of Prokin. I mean, that's like labeling me.
That's kind of
That is,
racist.
I mean,
That's condescending.
I just
Well, I
wanted
mean,
to give you.
didn't you go to Prokin Young University?
With Reverend Jerry Falwell.
Oh wait, no, Mock clearly didn't because he wasn't married at 20.
I assume that he's a priest of Prokin, but I don't totally know if he is.
Well, I assume if he's a human priest and it's the Salt Marsh campaign, it's going to be Prokin.
Yeah. So, well, at the very least, you recognize the symbol of Prokin that he's holding up, and he is trying to like, away, you dastardly children.
Mock walks up to the kids. He's going to attempt to grab one of them by his
Cast banishment on them.
by his shirt
Christ.
collar and just look him dead in the eye and say, "If you don't leave him alone, I will kill every single one of you."
Make an intimidation check.
On children.
Ooh, that's 21.
Nice. Yeah, they'd be like, "Meh," like stick their tongues out at you, and then they move on.
Okay, that's fine.
Master Refrum stands up and introduces himself. He says, "Thank you very much. I was afraid I'd have..." Was that me? Shit. Oh, thank you for saving me. I fear I would have gone all out just this once, and I didn't want to hurt those children.
Uh-huh.
Is he a priest of Prokin or is he a priest of bathwater?
So why were you letting kids bully you?
What do you mean?
Well, you were obviously in distress.
I wouldn't raise a hand to children.
Why not? Someone needs to teach them a lesson.
They're parents, I assume. Look, I'm just a scholar, okay?
Okay, whatever.
Look, anyway, I appreciate you intervening. He kind of like stands up and dusts some of the mud off of his robes.
I assume this guy has no idea that Mock is broken.
So what are you doing here?
I have the Alzheimer's. Sorry, hey guy. I need to.
Who are you, my son?
Who am I? Who am I?
Spaghetti.
Do you live here? Do I live here? It's a nice place.
I was reading Three Cats when one day I walked past the upper deck of the...
No, I just needed a minute to think. I was on my way to deliver these documents to the court scribe.
Okay.
You see, my nephew has been wrongly accused of murder.
Are you sure?
Am I sure? Yes.
Okay, do you have proof that he didn't do this?
Well, not exactly, but I have documentation for the court scribe that should help him clear his name.
Well, you better get it to the courts then.
I also agree. But, look, you just got here, right?
Yeah, the captain over here is looking for supplies.
Maybe you could help me clear his name?
Maybe.
His name is Jarm.
Gunkbog's gonna walk up and say, Jarm's a funny name.
Hey, Captain.
Actually,
how
it's
long
either
are we
Jarm
expecting to
or
be here?
Jarmy, which I kind of
Oh my
like.
God,
I like
Jarmy's better.
Jarmy's better.
What about
nickname?
Jarmay?
Jarmay. Oh. They call him Jarmay the Gourmet.
Girl, that's a French ass name.
Yeah. So Mock questioned the captain. He said, "How long do you plan on being here? How far is Captain's house from the port of
Fish stink.
the place, the
Styes.
You said Styes from Coastal Heights?
Yes.
Only like a 2-hour hike. This is mainly like the port, and the dwarves prefer to be like more in the mountain home and like carry their ships down into the water than to deal with the port. Because fuck it, why not? That's hilarious.
So
They're just.
Oh no, I got a better idea. They have like ejection ports for their like stone boats, and they just like crash down the mountain. And then when they want to come back in, they like have to carry them back all the way up
No, they
into
just
the
blow
mountain.
them up and make new ones.
Oh man. Or they like hoist them up with cranes and stuff.
See, that makes more sense.
So they kind of like circumvent.
So
Idea.
wait, Captain,
is this a
are you-
volcanic island?
I was gonna say it's like a long dormant
No,
old
okay. Because I was
volcano.
gonna say we could just wait for a little geyser to erupt. That'll carry their ships up.
Oh, that's kind of cool too. I like that. Yeah, they like use the geological activity to do shit. Yeah, I'm sure why not. Island in the middle of the ocean should probably have volcanic activity. Yeah, if you want to like make to Coastal Heights, it'll just take a little bit of a hike.
I was gonna
to
say,
get to the
Captain,
gates.
are you gonna dip? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I've got a few associates to visit. Might pay a visit to me old man while I'm here. So
Do you want to take your mount with you?
So that's why you wanted to
Gunkbog.
come here.
Do you want to ride on Gunkbog's shoulders?
For a
to get
second,
there
I thought you
faster?
brought the horse Owen Wilson.
No, Yardley took Owen Wilson. Do you want to ride on Gunkbog's shoulders to get there faster?
Captain does not want to ride on his shoulders.
Well,
He's
does,
had quite enough of that tomfoolery.
Captain, are you intending to be going on your own?
Of course not, Francis. You're more than welcome to come aboard.
All right, great. Yes, thank you, Captain.
all right, who's holding Gunkbog's hand?
Mock, obviously.
Jesus. So,
Have fun, Mark.
Mock's just got his arms crossed talking to this other priest, and then he just feels his left hand from his right side. Just like a big, meaty, clammy paw.
Mock looks at the captain and he's going to tell him that, hey, I'm going to help this priest guy. I'm going to give him a day. And when you get back, we leave.
We'll depart as soon as we return there, lad. You won't even know I'm gone.
Good.
Well, I was gonna try to make the dwarven name for Coastal Heights, but there's literally not a name for that in like dwarven, according to like Tolkien like name generators and shit. But the island's called
Longheim.
whatever. We'll just call it Coastal Heights.
It's Longheim.
It's fine.
It's Longheim.
Call it Dune.
We've established that
Dune.
Longheim is the island, and then Coastal Heights is the mountain town.
The retirement home.
Yeah. Long Island. Dwarf Hatton.
He just gets home.
Fergus, where you been?
Oh my god. As the captain wasn't exiled or anything, right? Like
He was always kind of viewed as an oddball, just not really being into the whole mining thing, but being so close to port, it's not unheard of for a lot of dwarves to go off. So,
yeah, naturally.
but he wasn't exiled at all.
So there's no reason he wouldn't be welcome. So that said, at the gates, you're.
Halt! Who goes there?
They call me Fergus Flintlock, son of Phineas and Fanny Flintlock, aka she who shall not be named, even though I just named her.
Is this Kinsman A?
Kinsman B!
Very good.
Open the gate!
Amazing.
Open the gate for the Kinsman C!
Hey, that's Kinsman D-E-F-G-Z to you there, lad.
You'll be Kinsman D-E-D if you don't get in here right now!
You better not be guessing your mother with that mouth, Kinsman A-S-S-S-S 17.
Beautiful. You're let in. I mean, it's home. It hasn't changed in your lifetime, and it will never change past your lifetime. So it's pretty easy to remember where things are. So where do you want to go?
That's rather convenient. He is headed straight to Phineas Flintlock's house to tell him Mom's back.
Tell me a little bit about Phineas.
Phineas is a bit of an eccentric character. Think like Belle's dad from Beauty and the Beast, but like dwarven and a little bit raunchier.
Okay.
I love it.
Maybe not quite as smart, but a little more like practical.
Okay. What's his trade?
He is a tinkerer. He actually spent a lot of time with I think gnomes are the tinkerers, right? Oh yeah. He spent a lot of time with gnomes actually.
So, not to cut you off, but just to keep with continuity, I'm assuming this is your stepdad because you said your dad died in the mines when you were a kid earlier in the podcast.
We can't have AR on anymore.
He's gonna retcon us every time.
You see, that's what Captain told you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
That's Captain's story. That's not Captain's truth.
Captain doesn't like to Captain had no intention of coming back here, but the Lady of Death's reappearance is sort of like he's got to let his old man know. He's also been in deep with like Empire and shit, so just the less people know that he actually has family ties, the less they can like use to hold above him.
And it's okay that Francis went because Francis is dumb as shit.
Well, it shows you how much Captain trusts Francis.
Honestly, yeah, no, this is good. This is really good.
As normal, the door to your old family home is unlocked, and you as you push it open into the main area. As with many dwarf homes, the crafting is central to the family unit. So your father's like craft station, like tinkering area, is pretty much like front and center, and you see that he is like passed out over a candle that has burned down to nearly a nub, and he's in the middle of some creation, but fast asleep in the middle of his work.
So he's gonna he's gonna hand Francis his flask of rum that he's got. He's gonna give it to Francis. He's like, Francis, do me a favor if you will. Around this house, there's a little clockwork butler. We call him Loxley. Give him the flask. Tell him to give it to Phineas, and watch the magic happen.
Understood, Captain. So Francis immediately runs out the door. He has no idea what the fuck he's doing.
He ran outside.
All right, give this to my butler. Okay. Just runs.
Where are you going?
No, hear me out.
Okay, all right.
Francis has no idea what's going on. He runs outside. He runs a lap around the house. sees nothing, runs back inside, and then immediately goes to the next room over.
Okay. Just wanted to get his heart rate up. Cardio is very important.
No. Francis actually
Rule
has
number
no
one, cardio.
Francis actually has no idea what he's talking about. So
It's a leg day for
You're
Francis.
looking for something that looks like a tree stump, but the tree stump has like 4 stumps for little arms and legs.
Yes, Captain, I am to be on it. So he walks into the next room.
Yeah. So the first room you go in is a spare bedroom.
Okay.
That's pretty bare. The second room you open, it's a closet.
Okay.
But you look up and then down, and you see that there is what looks like a tree stump with like angry little bark eyebrows. And then when you open it, it like pops its little legs up that raise it up about 2 inches, and he goes,
Hey, I was taking a nap.
I am to be very sorry for intruding, sir.
Is that a flask?
Loxley?
Boy, if you don't give me that flask right now, I swear I'll take you out. I'll take your knees out.
My
Boy, you better.
he starts like shuffling his little legs. He is not making good progress to you. But if you plant your legs, he's coming for you, boy.
Okay,
He's
so
ready.
he went to his gun. Phineas needs rum.
Give me that.
he's using his little like twig hands to like try to slap you.
Yeah.
Do you give him the flask?
I'm giving him the flask. Give that to Phineas now. He needs his rum.
He grabs the flask.
He's trying to do his best captain impersonation at this point.
He takes these like very like non-articulated like stick limbs, and they rotate forward and grab the flask. He tilts back and like rolls back and forth on like his long body to like
Oh my god, he's
get all the rum out.
he's the hillbilly character from Brickleberry with no arms and legs, just rolls.
And instead of a purposeful like shuffle, he like pops himself back onto his legs and sort of like like stumbles towards Phineas sleeping, and then without slowing like bonks into the chair, which disturbs Phineas. He goes,
Oh, what? What's going?
and there's a wooden straw that comes up out of Loxley and then angles itself towards Phineas.
Oh my God.
Who leans over and
Oh, that's good. Oh. Huh? Oh, what are you doing in my home?
Your home? I think you mean our home, old man.
My name's on the deed and I don't know who you are. Oh wait, yes I do. I don't know who you are.
I am to be Francis.
He's alright, he'll forget everything that happens here in about 3 minutes.
You are to be correct, Captain.
He doesn't listen to the podcast, so.
He's a goldfish.
Is that like one of them audiobooks?
Exactly. You invented it 7 years ago. They said it'd never take off.
You say it's recorded on Monday nights, usually published on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Exactly. Except when there's a pandemic, then we gotta take a break.
And it's never taken off.
Ouch.
Brought to you by Raid. Drink Raid.
Ant and Roach Killer.
Drink Computer Protocols.
I'm going to TCP
Loxley.
your IP.
Loxley pushes past Francis,
Get out of my way, boy!
heading back to his closet.
Francis
he twirls into the closet and
So
slams
in
the door.
the process of just like tottering past me, Francis got bumped a little bit and he ran outside.
Wait.
Well, boy, well, I knew you'd only be back for one thing. That means your mama's back.
Well, that's what I'd like to think anyway. Sorry to bring the extra baggage, but it's hard to keep a low profile when everyone's got their eyes on you.
No, I get it. Look, there's not much I could do for you, you know that.
Well, it's not so much what you can do for me, I just, what are you gonna do, old man? I know you've got the place well stocked, but, the Lady of Death wants to come by. I don't know what I can do for you.
He says, Don't worry about me, son. I've accepted my fate, and I'll accept the consequences of my actions. And, I have no regrets.
What I'm trying to say is I'm proud of you, okay?
Sorry, my mind immediately went to We're the Millers with a no regrets tattoo.
No regrets at all. Not even one.
No, I'm I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm proud of you.
Aye, you don't got to tell me, Dad. I've got one more question for you, though. When did she start dabbling into magic and mysticism and shite? Sailing and murder and hijacking was always her game, but she never struck me as the book smart one, and I didn't think you rubbed off on her that well.
Oh, I rubbed off on it. Sorry, boy. You set that one up for me.
You hear Francis outside.
Well, it all happened 100 years ago.
So, question: does Captain have a brother, or preferably a brother?
Does Captain have a brother?
Okay, so Captain's brother's gonna come first.
I dead. They don't got no bread down at the stove.
Alright, I'm retconning that out.
Okay, I just wanted to interject and ruin everything.
No, you're good.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I told you once, I told you twice. You don't live here, Johnny. All right, Dad, you're my dad. Then who's my dad? 4 doors down the road. 4 doors and 7 years ago. I've heard it once. I've heard it 100 times.
Then he runs away.
That's the way I hate living among
Such
dwarves.
a beautiful moment.
Anyway,
Only dwarves can call each other dwarves. It's one of those things.
It's like that episode of The Simpsons with the Scotsman. He's like yelling at everyone. He's like, the Irish and the English hate each other, but the damn Irish, they ruined Ireland. The damn dwarves, they ruined Longheim.
It's good shit.
Keeper Willie.
He tells you about the there was a time where, yes, you're right, your mother was a pirate through and through, and that's not. It's pretty frowned upon because dwarves are either craftsmen or they're soldiers.
Right.
They have an honor about them. I'll wait until you guys are done.
Your mother was a hamster.
Yeah, shit. So she was a pirate, and she was not ashamed of it. She had many enemies. So he had at first thought that it was one of the enemies in Longheim that had cursed her. But there came a night that he confronted her about it, and there was something in her response that gave him a lot of pause. That no, she had been offered something. She had been offered a deal that she couldn't refuse. And then that was the night he realized that he didn't really know her as much as he thought he had, and that was when they separated.
She came to him on the night of his daughter's wedding.
So did she ever leave her husband for another particular dwarf, maybe one that has a Rumham empire?
Oh my god.
I'm not calling you Dad,
I'm your
Seamus.
stepdad.
Jesus, Captain would actually kill himself.
Isn't Seamus younger than the captain?
I think so. Yeah.
Probably.
Does it matter?
Oh god.
Damn. Good for you, Miss Fargus.
Miss Fargus. Miss Flintlock.
Miss Flintlock. That's right.
The Lady of Death and the Emperor of Rumham.
Sorry, I always mix up Flintlock and Fargus. It's Fargus Flintlock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Phineas Flintlock and
Fanny Flintlock.
Fanny Flintlock.
I mean, for freaking Francis, it's just Captain.
Anyone of respect's name is Captain, as we established in like the second episode.
Francis, what's Captain's last name? Captain.
Captain.
What's Mick Jagger's first name?
Mr. Dr. Captain, please. Yeah, so he tells you, and in the last
Dr. Professor Captain Longhair.
that was the last night that he saw her,
All right.
and she was. He assumed she was still out at sea, sailing and doing what she loved.
Seamus. Killing and pillaging.
Right. He says, I couldn't live a life complicit with that.
I don't blame you.
I'll stay here with Loxley and tend to my creations.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to see her again either. Something else very weird, Papa. She didn't recognize me.
Says I'm afraid perhaps the sea has taken its toll on her. It always did. She would always have a day or two where she would wander around and it didn't seem like herself, but she would snap to and she would tend to you and the rest of the business. But it was like she had a switch. Like, I can't really explain it other than that. It was like she was two different people living two different lives.
Does she have a magic hammer?
The captain. You'll remember that.
Well, not anymore. She gave it to somebody.
Or Seamus gave it to her, am I right? Gave her
That's what he calls it, the magic hammer.
That's right, Captain. I gave her the hammer. I call this one the rum ham.
Oh my god.
The ram ham.
Jesus fuck.
The rum ram.
I'm hung like the biggest cave mushroom you've ever seen.
Mushrooms?
They call me Toadstool.
Mushrooms?
Somebody say mushrooms.
Oh my god.
Somebody say mushrooms.
Apparently the rest of the party's chomping at the bit. So I guess we gotta quit with this storytelling shit.
Bro, who needs story when you have interjections?
Who needs story when you just have random humor bits?
If it's any
We
consolation,
don't need story for the intro, goddammit.
I was gonna say.
Oh my god, that was the longest cold open ever.
I was gonna say.
This has actually been an episode of The Office the whole time.
If it's any consolation,
Anyway, that's kind of Dunshire.
As this entire conversation is occurring, Francis is out in the back of the house foraging.
Practicing.
No,
I'm not touching that one.
no.
What kind of weird fungal growth grows in a dwarven mountain mine town?
You wanna?
You have to. You can't not make this roll.
So okay, hold on.
It's your last chance to do it for a while.
So Francis actually finds these very large mushrooms, very vibrant orange with red speckles on them, very fragrant, not offensive. And he is just shoving his shirt full of these damn things. He is just taking as many as he can get his hands on.
Hey, can you do that voice again? But
Johnny?
But be offended about him picking your...
Hey, what you doing picking mushrooms?
What are you be talking about?
They're mushrooms. I grew them from my butt.
Oh, man.
You're gonna take a shit on the road and you go to shrooms.
I was to be under the impression that
I don't give a shit. Get out of mushrooms.
He runs. He just runs back around the front of the house and he just busts in the door. Come, I think it is time to be going. He's just kind of like holding his shirt and it's just
Like packed full
of very large mushrooms.
Dwarf shit shrooms.
It's like psilocybin shroom, but like dwarf shit's more.
I was gonna say this is the like waste. It's like the waste removal system for dwarves. Like they throw it on a pile or they like spread it out.
No, what I'm going for,
and then
no. What I'm going for is like this is shit that dwarven kids do to get high. It's like how British kids huff cat shit.
Oh. It doesn't really work, but
they get really fucked up, but they also might die.
Yeah.
Francis absorbs it through his skin.
This is basically dwarven whippets.
Yes. Dwarven whippets. All right. Yeah. We'll go with that.
Captain,
is everyone's business concluded here?
Yeah.
Do you want to move on?
As the captain and Francis leave his father's house, you see Johnny and his friends just like completely blasted, throwing up in the alley.
They got like orange, like Cheeto ring around their mouth from like crushing up the mushrooms.
So
I wish I knew my father.
So actually, the first thing
I'm gonna be president.
as actually
Cheeto
the captain
shrooms.
and us are running away.
Captain's not running away just yet, actually.
We're wandering away. Francis pulls out one of the mushrooms and lights it on fire just to see what happens.
Nothing.
Nothing happens. It just kind of
it's not even dried.
You can't smoke mushrooms, bro.
You want to bet?
He just takes the rest of them with him. He could probably use them as a reagent later.
Maybe. We'll see.
More like a D agent.
Yeah, so Captain, before he heads out, he's obviously not going to be able to convince his dad to leave. Captain remembers that he was working on some bizarre piece of like headgear that was giving him trouble.
Oh, his father.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Phineas was working on some bizarre like headgear. This was sort of the thing that like got him kind of like not forcefully evicted from the mountain, but definitely like, hey, you're working on that weird helmet thing. Why don't you like live not in the mountain
here
where we don't have to like file a claim on you or anything. How's that going for you, Dad?
Well, he kind of like gestures towards the like mess. I don't know how invested the captain is in like his father's work, or like if he can look at it and see like how close he is. I don't know if you want to make a roll for that.
Yeah, Captain, like he's always had a like healthy respect for it, but he's never had like he's always been like he's always been on a think on his feet like, intuitive type.
I feel like even like a shitty craft dwarf has like a 10 times better eye for craftsmanship than even the craftiest humans.
Yeah, they have an eye for detail, and I think
I feel like that's the problem.
Your your dad's skill is in planning out the steps. So he's the human equivalent of cut twice or measure twice, cut once. In his case, is like measure 50 times, cut tomorrow. Like
right.
So like he's got a great plan for it. He just needs to like pick up the speed a little bit. And so yeah, sure enough, he's made some progress since you were here last, but it's like, how have you spent this much time and not made more progress than this? Like I don't know what that tells you or what you take out of that, but he's made some progress. But
well, the
who knows
75 empty kegs of rum out back.
How much longer it's going to take him is kind of
how
mystery.
What do you are you lacking the materials, Father? I've come across some money that I could throw you away if it will help you expedite this process a little bit.
He says, no, son. Money, was never the issue. It's I've had a couple of rewrites, and I had to redraw a couple of the schematics, but it's coming together. I'm sure this summer it'll be I'll be much closer.
All right, I've got 2 more things to request from you. One, in case I happen.
How about a back rub while I'm at it?
Captain's gonna like just punch it right in his fucking shoulder blades.
There's your back rub, you old
Farting bastard.
No, I raised you wrong. I always
Kilt
knew
wearing,
it.
knife in your sock having,
You're just like your mother.
haggis eating. No, don't you throw that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Do I smell opposed athletics?
No.
No, he's too weak.
Dude, Phineas would get his ass beat. His cheeks would be clapped. Phineas skipped leg day.
No, not between you and Phineas. Between you and the robot.
No, we're getting to Loxley. We're getting to Loxley.
Hey.
That's request number 2. First of all, Captain wants like some sort of keepsake that would help jog Fanny's memory just in case they met again.
I like that. Are you requesting this of Phineas, or are
Yes.
you like looking around? Okay.
He didn't want to say anything without asking him.
Right, absolutely. So you frame this in like, in case I see her again, I want something to jog her memory. And he like puts his hands on the table and like looks down, and around his left arm is the like dwarven marriage band, which is the equivalent of like a wedding ring, but it's a sort of thick. His is silver, and your mom's would be gold. And he takes it off. Which is a pretty big deal, and he hands it to you and says, if this doesn't remind her, I don't know what will.
So yeah, Captain will take that and like sequester it super safely, and he's gonna hypothetically appraise it.
Yeah, go ahead and make appraise used to be a skill. I think it would be just make a
Not be
D20. It's gonna be
investigation?
intelligence. Yeah.
D20.
Yeah, investigation.
Investigation. Improv. That's a 15.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. Okay, so dwarven marriage bands. It's not like buying and selling Nazi memorabilia, but it's kind of like a little taboo, because like you wouldn't. Like no dwarf would buy a used like matrimonial band, because it's It's like you're supposed to make it for your partner. It's supposed to
Gotcha.
like be a show. So you could sell it, but it would pretty much be for like raw material.
Okay. Not that he would ever sell it.
Plus,
but-
it's like used. It's got lots of like grease and stuff because it's been on
Rome.
your in Rome. Yeah, it's been on your father's arm for 100 years or more.
cool. He's like, also, what can I do to convince you to part with Loxley for a bit?
Are you kidding? I need him.
I mean, I've got gold.
He gives you a look like. Let's negotiate. Let's make a persuasion.
24.
Ooh, as always, son, you drive a hard bargain. I reckon I could part with Loxley. Although I gotta know, what do you want him for?
Well, it's gonna be a harder journey, you see. Loxley's very good at getting into places that even my own short, stout stature can't reach. Loxley's also got a way with words, a way my silver tongue can't even match.
No, I won't argue that. I suppose I still got Loxley's schematics. I suppose I can make him. I can make his brother or something. What do we say?
Call him Robin.
Loxley B.
What do we say? 1,500 gold.
How about 1,290 gold?
Drive a hard bargain.
I'd give you 1,500, but that's all I've got.
Because you're my son, 1,250 it is.
All right, you've got yourself a deal, and I'll bring him back for you, good as new.
You'll bring it back.
Absolutely.
I didn't understand this was a rental agreement.
Oh, absolutely, Father. I wouldn't.
I mean, I did know that. 1,250.
Oh, Captain fully intended to have to like pay a hefty fee to take Loxley from him, but
Look, son, if you're just borrowing Loxley, just bring him back all in one piece.
absolutely.
Yeah. So, Phineas like gets up from his chair and like. You have no idea how long he's been sitting in that chair, but it's probably too long. He wanders over to the closet.
So as Phineas wanders over there, Francis leans over to the captain and is like, Captain, I was totally willing to be spotting you the rest of the money if you need it.
Phineas opens the door and says, Loxley, wake up.
What, boy?
You're going with the boy.
I ain't going with no boy.
No, you are. You are going with the boy.
I ain't going no damn boy. What? I don't know what dwarvish is. All right,
You ain't sending me on no goddamn mission.
Exactly that. You're going on a very important mission.
I ain't going on no goddamn mission. I'm gonna lay right goddamn down, and I'm gonna fucking run if I want to. God damn it, drink your goddamn rum.
And his straw comes back out.
All right,
That changed your mind?
almost, but you really gotta go.
Why the hell do I gotta go?
All right, so you're not seeing reason. I'm just gonna pick you up and take you out.
I have never been so offended in my artificial life. Picking me up, manhandling me. God bless Longheim.
Phineas like rolls him out on his sides. Oh my God! Loxley just rolls out into the like the sort of muddy streets.
You can't even roll me right. Roll through all the mud. God damn it.
Wrong kid died.
Hey, Captain. Wrong kid died. You cut your goddamn brother in half with a machete. That's why we got fucking Jonathan to deal with all week. Growing shit mushrooms. Your music kills people, Captain.
Loxley, you got the old timers.
Old timers.
This is the greatest detour ever.
Yeah, holy shit. Anyway,
I didn't think anything could beat Eggplant Boy, but Loxley is
we
now
found what beats Eggplant
the
Boy.
greatest NPC.
No. I still hold Seamus at a really high bar.
Seamus
I can't wait.
Andy's Seamus
I can't wait.
specifically.
Yes.
Oh my god, yeah.
I can't wait to get Yardley, Seamus, and Loxley in a room together.
Fuck. Yeah.
I'm staying home.
Yeah, that would be something. Okay.
We're all gonna have to drink a bottle of water beforehand because we're all gonna sweat it out.
Jesus Christ.
70 decibels.
Well, you have to throw the captain in that mess too.
Yeah. Well,
The DB meter can't handle it.
yeah. Where's
Audio brick.
Where's
Douchebag
Gunkbog right now?
meter.
He's with Mock. He's holding Mock's hand.
Okay, Mock, where are you at?
Holding Gunkbog's hand. So
Holy shit!
this priesty guy wants us to check out his son's innocence, so we're gonna go visit him
Cool.
in whatever
Yeah,
cell.
he's definitely in. He's in the prison, in the size. Let's see, where is that?
Oh Jesus! I'm not gonna be able to teach tomorrow. My throat kind of hurts.
That's what you fucking get, Loxley. You deserve that.
You enter the jail and there's a guard. He says, "State your business here.
Here to see this prisoner.
Do you have a writ of passage?
Is this like a lizard folk?
No, I'm just a creepy guy.
Do I?
I really love being a jail guard.
Do I really need a writ of passage just to go see a prisoner? I don't think I do.
Gunkbog's gonna tap his tap Mox on the shoulder and say, "Writ of passage," and he's gonna hand you the hammer.
Oh, is that just intelligent?
Well, your hammer certainly looks fearsome, but there is a gate between you and me, and it's made of metal, and that gives me quite the advantage.
And you have the key, right?
Maybe. Maybe I don't.
I'm thinking.
Maybe I'm just a jail guard with no key.
Well, then you're not a jail guard. You're just some loser standing here watching a gate.
Yeah.
Do you pay bass for my bubber?
Why, in fact, I do. I'm the bass player.
It's fucking Maximilian.
No, it's not Maximilian, but
Is he on the other side of the gate?
yeah, there's
Oh.
a gate that like goes into the prison, and then you have like the gates behind the cells.
Well, I'll make you a deal. You let me in to see this prisoner.
Okay.
And that giant lug behind me won't come through the gate and smash your face in.
I don't think you can do that.
Gunkbog, take out the gate.
No, you have to say the right word.
Gunkbog, smash.
Can Gunkbog smash?
Yeah, Gunkbog can smash.
Athletics?
You're attacking the
attacking.
gate. Yeah. So, are you raging?
No.
I mean, if he said Gunkbog smash, that's my trigger word. So yes.
Oh,
Alright.
it is. Okay.
So, what do you roll to hit?
I'm also going to choose the frenzy because I gain an attack as a bonus action. So my first hit was a 12.
Okay. That will hit the stationary gate.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
you're good.
never mind.
So roll your damage. It is metal, so it has
God
damage
Bless America.
resistance. But
There's a bonus for rage damage in there or something.
yeah, pretty sure.
It's outrageous.
It starts at +2, but then I think it goes up depending on your level. Depending on your barbarian level.
Or Barbarian.
I'm not even seeing that. I don't know.
How many barbarian levels do you have? I think it's right.
So that's a 13 for my base
I think
damage.
it's +2. Yeah.
I'm barbarian 7.
So you get +2 damage. So your 13 becomes 15.
Yep.
Yes.
So you crumple in some of the bars like right in the center of mass near the lock, and you hear like the squealing of metal, and the guard like wide-eyed like draws his short sword. It's like, shit, Slyrus, Slyrus, help me. But you have another attack.
Oh yeah. Is it smashed in enough? That
It is not quite yet. You need to do a little more damage.
That's an 8.
An 8 actually misses.
Oh yeah, I figured it would.
Yeah.
So now does that count my frenzy?
What's your
attack?
frenzy?
So you can choose to frenzy when you're in a rage, gaining an attack as a bonus action, but causing exhaustion after raging.
Don't you have the extra attack feature from Phil?
Oh yeah. From Great Weapon Fighter.
Yeah, so your second attack misses, but you have a bonus action that you can attack with.
Oh my god, that's a 6.
Oh shit!
No, wait, sorry, that's a 9.
Don't you have a bonus to hit?
Yeah, I rolled a 3 plus 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So and it's not a matter of you like whiffing because it's kind of stupid. But you're like hitting it over and over, and like just the way that it's bent in, it's like it's like couched to receive like.
It can't bend anymore.
Right. Yeah. So you hear the jail guard calling for Slyrus, and sure enough, shit. I think I have more shit about Slyrus, but
I don't know how to do Barbarian. This is so different from playing a Bard or Rogue.
Roll to hit. That's how you do Barbarian.
Roll to hit 18 times.
Yes. Do that same thing. Someone appears named Slyrus, who appears to be in charge of this jail. Mock, what do you want to do?
He puts his fingers through the gate and puts his face up against it and says,
Here's
eventually,
Sorry.
he's going to make it through this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't want to have to replace this gate, we just want to come visit someone.
only in death does duty end.
And he's gonna try to like reach and like stab you as you're poking your face through. Ooh, a 23.
That hits. Just barely,
Just
though.
barely, yeah. That is, oh shit.
I'm sorry.
T6. 6. It's 9 slashing plus 6 poison damage.
Oh, great.
And yeah, he has a poisoned blade. The fuck kind of jail guard has a poisoned blade, huh?
Right?
So he goes, now stay back. I'm guessing you don't. And the figure who's appeared says, gentlemen, please, there's no need to fight.
Oh, this guy sucks even more.
Okay, so Gunkbog and Mog can play this two ways. You can either keep telling Gunkbog to smash, or you can tell him to stop, and you can grab his hammer, and we can both temporarily have a 19 intelligence.
Yeah, but intelligence won't get us in here.
It might.
He holds a hand up towards Gunkbog, and the guy that's in charge apparently looks at him, and he says, "We're just here to visit a prisoner, and your asshole friend here won't let us through."
He is devout to my cause. And my cause is keeping these prisoners in here. So you understand why we can't just let anyone in here.
Gunkbog don't understand you.
And I don't know you or you.
Well, I hear he's innocent.
Okay, now I know you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And if he's going to go to trial, he needs some sort of counsel.
Going to trial, so I assume you mean Jarmy.
Yes.
I should have known. It's a shame. Should have just laid down and died like a dog.
Why dog die? Gunkbog not like dog die.
Gunkbog, what you need to understand is that he's a murderer. And murderers deserve to be killed through justice.
Why you won't kill crows?
Well, he's just been accused.
The evidence is stacked against him.
That's fine.
I can direct you towards the scene of the crime if you're interested.
I told his father I'd speak with him.
I see. That troublesome master
Bader.
Rephram. I understand he must have gotten to you, did he?
I made a deal. He owes me.
Did he mention that Jarmy was found at the scene of the crime with blood literally on his hands?
Happens sometimes.
With the murder weapon in his hand.
Maybe he took it from somebody.
There were 3 witnesses that said he did it.
Maybe they're lying.
This is exactly what I expected from Mosh.
Gunkbog's like in the corner, like picking it, like loose rocks on the wall.
Phoenix mock Ace Attorney.
Says, you might have retorts, but your arguments are not compelling. At least not for this member of the council. If you have business in here, you will talk to the prisoner and then you will be on your way.
That works. That's all I wanted. I promise we won't break your gate now.
He walks over and undoes the lock. Just come in.
Can Gunkbog like unbreak the gate? Can I hit it from the other side?
Straighten it out. Yeah. I think
Do I
that's
have to
cool.
roll for that?
Nah.
Okay.
I think that's cool enough.
All right.
It's still like structurally damaged, but like it looks better.
Gunkbog's just gonna take one big hammer swing and go. It sounds like Thor's hammer hitting something. And you say, "Hammy, say it fixed now."
Nice. Yeah. Here's a picture of Master Refrum, if you guys are curious.
Oh my god.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah.
Oh
he
my
would
God! It's
definitely
me.
get beat up by kids.
It's Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman. So
Everyone. I'm glad.
yeah, you walk into the jail, and in a cell, holding up a lantern, in almost pure darkness, is a man who looks how do I say this? He's
Stupid.
he's young, but he looks like he got the Benjamin Buttons.
Oh, no.
Like he looks old. Like he carries himself like a young man, but or he carries himself like an old man, but he looks like a young man. I don't know how to say this. He should be young, but he looks old, I guess. Balding. He's got white gray hair. He says, "Who are you?"
Muck lifts an eyebrow and says, "Who do you got to kill to get in this place?"
That was really good.
He says, I didn't kill anyone.
So I've been told. So why are you here?
He fails to meet eye contact, or he like briefly looks at you and looks away. He holds up a lantern, turning his back to you and says, "Have you heard of the lantern ghost killings?"
Yeah, it's so common and all.
Yeah.
No.
Me neither. I gotta look it up.
Me neither. I just made it up.
It's where there's a lantern that's made out of ghost and it's killing people.
No, it's where. Yeah, never mind. It was funnier in my head. I'm not even gonna say it. Occasionally, I don't have good ideas.
Victims none will miss.
This podcast.
Disappeared, squirreled away in the night, sent to some pit, a conduit for dark magic. Fear, sadness, despair of this town, all centered on this pit, and it lives in every one of us in here.
So how'd you end up holding a murder weapon with 3 witnesses saying that you killed somebody?
I didn't do it. He holds the lantern high against the wall, and you see this like painted mural that he's done, something with countless tentacles gripping what looks to be his depiction of the town.
Oh my god,
says
that's just Flea.
He says it's everywhere. It's inescapable. Now that you're here, you can't leave.
And where do I find it?
Look anywhere. Look everywhere.
So you're this thing?
No.
Okay then.
But it lives in all of us, and now that you're here, you've been tainted.
I'm tired of hearing this.
Unless it had already touched your heart.
So, how do I get you out of here? Basically, your father sent me to help, and the guy I just talked to is intent on keeping you here until you're dead, which won't be too much longer.
Okay, so while you're doing that, while you're digging through the book, Gunkbog's gonna tap Mock on the shoulder and say, he's gonna extend his hammer to Mock and say, "Hold this for me, please."
Okay, so Mock takes the hammer.
All right. Now Gunkbog can talk like a normal human being. His intelligence is 19 now.
Yeah.
Gunkbog's going to look over the prisoner and say, pardon me for my...
Every time this happens, I love it.
Pardon me for my formerly gruff demeanor, but it appears that we have ourselves a classic enchantment here. You seem to mention that there is a dark force that gropes its tentacles into the hearts of the citizens of this mountain. Tell me more about this.
They don't know that it happens. It takes a hold, and you don't have any control.
Is it a what, or is it a whom? A homestead of.
A homestead of. It is. Oh shit. It's unknowable. It's fear itself.
Is it fear itself, or is it the god of fear?
No, I don't know.
When has this always been this way?
No, it's been growing. It was but an embryo, and then it hatched, and it just exists to consume, and it worms its way into your mind, and it stays there forever.
May we find a point of origin in the physical plane for this heinous being?
I don't know. And he looks. The more he thinks about it, you see sort of like veins on his head raise up, and he with one hand holding the lantern, the other holding his head. He says, "I must rest. I can't."
Can I roll an Arcana on this guy?
Sure.
It's a 5.
Oh shit. It's. I mean, you don't see any like sigils. You don't see any like. No one's puppeting him that you can see.
Well,
the
Mock is still...
aged effect is kind of interesting.
Well, Mock wants to know what's up with Gunkbog and the hammer.
Sure. You want to make an Arcana?
Yeah.
Is that like an...
I mean, he's just seeing what the hammer does.
Right. Go ahead.
And currently you have a
19 int.
Yeah.
So you should have a +4 Arcana base.
Yep. 23.
Yeah, this hammer is a hammer of intelligence at its base, giving you a 19 intelligence to you and to Gunkbog. You do know that it is cursed with something, however.
Oh, I can just cast Remove Curse, right?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, and then...
And then we're good.
That's it.
We're done.
Plot resolved.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Well, he's going to use this to his advantage, and he's going to, see what he knows about the drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it anything that he would know of or he's heard of before?
Yeah, make a religion check.
24?
Yeah.
I think 3, yep.
So, there are, as a former or present worshiper of Broken, or just somebody who is familiar.
Twice a year.
Grew up with
Easter
Broken.
and Christmas.
Yeah, pretty much. Who grew up with the teachings of Broken. You were always warned about the rantings and ravings of cultists of the deep. Those who would raise up unknowable entities of fear, despair, and negative energy, basically. That these things would offer you temptations of power and knowledge and power over your fellow man and anything that your heart desires, but at their base material, they are nothing but
Pawns.
Yeah, they seek only to subjugate and consume.
Do we have any idea where to find it?
He said there was a pit.
Well,
you know that the deeper you go, the water. The deeper you go, the more light can't reach. Basically, is your best bet.
It's the bottom of the freaking ocean.
So, table talk slash possibly gunk bug and mock interacting. I think it's pretty clear when this started. There's a very obvious point in time. So this is the captain's mom's patron, apparently.
Oh.
And probably it's going to be related to somewhere she hung out a lot. The water, or maybe deep inside the mountain.
Something evil in the skies. And we'll pick up there next time.
Well, most of us will.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Sorry, Frankus.
Well, you know what? Francis is satisfied. He got to hang out with the captain. He ended up with some hallucinogenic mushrooms.
Pretty much par for the course.
You know what? Par for the course. He's gonna be hanging out with. Seamus, I think.
Before we finish, can I do a cartwheel?
Yeah.
5.
But
It's one of those, well, like when a kid says, "Watch me, I can do a cartwheel."
and they just like sort of stand on their hands a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when he does that, gunk bug reverts back to standard gunk bug.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for having me back this month. I look forward to seeing you back in December. And I'm gonna go shit.
Are you recording right now? Okay, cool. Simmons. Hey, roll me over. Simmons. Hey, guess what? I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Krog. It's the Salty Boys. And I will always love you. And truly, it's not bourbon. And etching.